These calls contain dialogue viewers may find distressing. Discretion is advised. Every emergency call starts with a voice on the other end of the line, sometimes frightened, sometimes desperate, sometimes sounding completely normal. But not every call is what it seems. Because behind some of the most shocking emergency calls ever recorded are stories that began long before the phone rang. Stories of rage, fear, manipulation, and tragedy. And once you know what was happening before the call, what you hear next becomes even more disturbing. The first story starts in Greater Manchester, with a man police already knew was extremely dangerous. Dale Cregan. By the time this 999 call was made, Dale Cregan was already one of the most wanted men in Greater Manchester. He had built a reputation in Manchester's gangland world as violent, unpredictable, and heavily armed, a man tied to a feud that had already left multiple people dead. Just months earlier, in May 2012, Mark Short was shot dead in a pub in Droylsden. Then, in August, Mark's father, David Short, was killed in a gun and grenade attack at his home. Police believed both murders were linked to the same bitter criminal feud, and Cregan was now at the center of it. As the pressure closed in, Cregan went on the run. But instead of hiding quietly, prosecutors later said he was planning something even more extreme. On September 18, 2012, a 999 call came in reporting a burglary at a house in Hattersley. On the surface, it sounded ordinary, the kind of call officers respond to every day. But this wasn't an ordinary emergency.
Police emergency.
Someone just threw a big concrete slab through my back window and ran off.
Of the house or a car? What are we talking?
No, sorry, my back window in the house.
In the house. What's the address there, please?
30 Abbey Gardens, Mosher.
Did you see them?
Seen one, yeah.
You know them?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Do you know why they've done it?
I haven't got a clue.
So it's all one person running off, yeah?
Yeah.
Which way have they ran? What direction?
Ran there, there's like a field at the back, and I've seen them running over the field. I can point it out to the officer.
Your name, please?
Adam.
What's your second name, Adam?
Archery.
Right, I'll get an officer up there, have a look round, see if they can see anybody similar, and then they'll come and see you. Alright, Adam?
How long would it take? Do you know roughly? I know that it's not that serious.
Well, because it's just happened, it's gone in on the priority, so that's within the hour, certainly. But
okay.
They'll try and get up there as soon as, if there's a possibility he's still knocking about.
Alright then, thanks very much.
Okay.
I'll be waiting.
Alright, Adam.
Bye.
Bye.
After the call, officers Fiona Bone and Nicola Hughes were sent to the address believing they were responding to a normal burglary report. Instead, the moment they arrived, they were ambushed. Dale Cregan opened fire and used a grenade in a brutal pre-planned attack. PC Bone was killed at the scene, and PC Hughes died from her injuries soon afterwards. The murders sent shockwaves across Britain, not only because of their sheer violence, but because both officers had been lured there by a fake emergency call. Later, Cregan admitted their murders and received a whole life sentence, meaning he will never be released from prison. Debra Jeter. By 2009, Debra Jeter's life was falling apart. Her marriage had broken down, and what followed was a bitter and deeply emotional custody dispute involving her two daughters. The strain on the family had been building for months, and those closest to the case would later describe a situation shaped by instability, anger, and emotional collapse. On the day of the call, Jeter was alone with her children in Hillsborough, Texas. What happened next would turn an already fractured family situation into a tragedy that shocked the country.
County 911, what's your emergency?
I just killed my children.
Excuse me?
I just killed my children.
Where are you?
I'm in the abandoned house on Highway 77 right after you go underneath the highway. One of them's still alive. Hurry.
Under what highway? You're on Highway 77 where?
I'm on Highway 77 right after you go under 35 going towards Milford. Stu and Angela's out here to save the one that didn't die. Come on. Hurry up.
What's your name?
Call him. Have you already called him?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Okay.
I need your name.
I don't want to say your name.
Are you in your car?
No, I'm not in my car. I'm in the house walking around. And one of them's still alive for real. asked him to be shaved, and I couldn't handle that.
Okay. Well, we've got people in route. Get an answer of one of them still alive. Can you tell me what happened?
I don't want to say.
How many children do you have?
Two.
Hill County.
After the call, deputies raced to the abandoned house Jeter had described and found a horrific scene. Her 12-year-old daughter, Kelsey, had died, but her other daughter, Kirsten, was still alive with critical injuries. She was rushed to hospital and survived. In the call, Jeter reportedly told dispatchers that one child was still alive and begged them to hurry. The case drew national attention because of both the brutality of the attack and the chilling calm in her voice. In May 2010, Debra Jeter pleaded guilty to capital murder and attempted capital murder and was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Richard Russell. By August 2018, 29-year-old Richard Russell was working as a ground service agent for Horizon Air at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. He wasn't a trained pilot, and he had no license to fly commercial aircraft, but he was familiar with planes from working around them every day. Friends and co-workers described him as well-liked and outwardly normal, with little sign of what was about to happen. But behind that ordinary image, Russell was struggling. On the evening of August 10th, he climbed into a Horizon Air Q400 turboprop at SeaTac and took off without permission, setting in motion one of the strangest and most unsettling air traffic control incidents in recent memory.
Taxiways.
Roger.
Horizon 2239, runway 16 right, clear to land.
I got a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them to hear that I did this. I would like to apologize to each and every one of them. Just a broken guy, got a few screws loose, I guess. Never really knew it until now. Just, you know.
Squawk 4671.
If you go too much further in that direction, I won't be able to hear you anymore.
Alright, hey, pilot guy, can this thing do a backflip, you think? I'm gonna land it, in a safe kind of manner. I think I'm gonna try to do a barrel roll, and if that goes good, I'm just gonna nose down and call it a night.
After the call, fighter jets were scrambled as Russell continued flying the stolen plane over the Puget Sound area, talking calmly with air traffic control and making it clear he did not intend to land normally. In a moment that stunned both controllers and people watching from the ground, he even performed a barrel roll despite having no formal flight training. But the flight ended when the plane crashed on Ketron Island in Washington State, killing Russell. No one else was injured. Investigators later concluded that the crash was intentional, bringing a tragic end to an incident that was as surreal as it was disturbing. Unnamed caller to the Metropolitan Police. Emergency services in the UK have long faced a difficult problem. Victims of domestic abuse often cannot safely ask for help without alerting their abuser. To address this, some dispatch centers have developed clever code systems that allow people to signal danger without speaking openly. One method allows someone to disguise a call as a simple request, like ordering a pizza, while trained operators listen for hidden cues that indicate an immediate threat. In this case, a woman used this system to signal she was in danger. On the surface, her call seemed innocuous, almost ordinary, but every word was carefully crafted to get help without tipping off the person putting her at risk. It's a tense and intelligent way of navigating danger, and it's a reminder of how emergency dispatchers must read between the lines every day.
Hello, police. What's the emergency?
Pizza delivery.
Pizza delivery? Okay, do you require pizza delivery or do you require the police? If it's the police, say yes.
Yes.
Okay, is the person that's scaring you at the property now?
Yes.
No problem, police are coming, okay? Have they got any weapons? Answer yes or no. If he threatened to hurt you, tell me pepperoni. If he threatened to hurt the children, tell me cheese.
Pepperoni.
Okay, the police will be with you very, very shortly, okay? Alright, if you need to call back 999, keep in a separate room from him for the moment, alright? But if I stay on the phone any longer, it will look suspicious if you're calling for a pizza. Okay? Okay. Police will be with you very soon.
Thanks to her quick thinking and the dispatcher's awareness, help was on its way before the danger escalated. Next, we turn to a call of a very different nature. One that's less about danger and more about frustration. Unnamed caller.
Police, what's your emergency?
What time is it?
Okay, have you got an emergency?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and at the moment, there's a very noisy helicopter, shining a beam of light virtually, above where I live, and it's awakened me. Now, this is utterly ridiculous and outrageous.
This isn't a life and death emergency.
Could you get that infernal machine out of the skies so that I can get some sleep?
You've called a life and death emergency line to say a helicopter's woken
I want you to get that. I want some sleep. I want you to get that machine out of the sky. I want you to get that machine out of the sky so that I can get some sleep, if you don't mind.
Right. Okay. This isn't an emergency. You shouldn't be calling 999 for this. I'm going to end.
Well, I am calling 999 because I want some sleep.
Well, you shouldn't be calling 999. We're very busy, and this is a life and death emergency.
Every emergency call is a window into a moment of chaos, fear, or the unexpected. Some voices show courage in the face of danger. Some reveal the darkest parts of human nature. And some are simply bewildering. Moments that leave you shaking your head in disbelief. These calls stay with us because they're real, unfiltered, unscripted, and unforgettable. If you found this exploration compelling, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into true crime or glimpses into the unimaginable. Which call shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.